our consumers out there. And as a consumer lobby group, we are committed to consumer protection.
Yes.
Consumer rights are usually infringed in the marketplace. And this month is the Consumer Rights Awareness Month.
Yes.
To be specific, on the 15th of March, every year we celebrate the Consumer Rights Day worldwide. And that day was settled that by the UN because of one J.F. Kennedy in 1962 that came on board boldly and spoke to the gathering that the U.S. Congress during that day, telling them that consumers have to be protected and their rights have to be upheld. And in 1983, the first World Consumer Rights Day was marked. And since that time, this day is celebrated. But as consumer advocates, we take the whole of month of March as the Consumer Rights Awareness Month. Why? Because consumers are the largest constituency that we have anywhere you go. And consumers, being the largest constituency, the population is so high, yet they don't know their rights and obligations too. Sometimes we are supposed to remind them of their obligations. In Kenya, to be particular, we are so privileged, unlike other African countries, to have the consumer rights in our Bill of Rights. That is Article 46 of the Constitution, where it's well stipulated that we have rights, but we go further also to tell consumers that they have responsibilities as individual consumers, because for your right to be infringed, then it takes two. To ensure that your rights are also upheld, it takes the two of us. I mean, when I'm talking about two means, those that are supposed to uphold the rights, and yourself that should be knowing what your rights are. Otherwise, if you don't know your rights, what are you going to protect? If you don't know your rights, how are you going to take maybe the government into task to ensure that your rights are upheld? So during this month, we encourage consumers to read. Let us be students of our Constitution. Let us go to Article 46 of the Constitution. If you cannot be able to read another part of the Constitution, that article is very clear. And come to reading alongside that, you go to the Consumer Protection Act of 2012 that stipulates very well how consumer rights should be upheld. And when you're talking about the fair treatment in the market, we all know there's nothing perfect in this world, and that's why we've chosen the word fair, because we want consumers to be respected, to be treated fairly, to be heard, to be their issues to be responded to. Let the government come up with policies that are for consumers, not against consumers. Basically, that is what we do as consumers.